Even if nothing is ailing us, it is advised that we visit the dentist and the doctor at least once a year to check on our health. Similar to this, we often take our automobile to a reputable repair facility to make sure everything is in working order. For the same reason, it is crucial that we regularly assess our business model to ensure that everything is operating as intended and in good health for the company. By evaluating the company model, we can determine when adjustments are necessary, lowering the risks and raising the likelihood of a successful future. Why even evaluate your business model? Making a reasonable business plan at the outset of your venture does not guarantee that it will succeed and remain viable over the long run. There are many businesses in the business sector that began with a fantastic idea but eventually failed. Leaders need to evaluate their business models in order to learn about the strengths and limitations of the business. By assessing the performance of the team, creating fresh objectives, assertively assigning duties and obligations to the team members, boosting cash flow and market share, and for every apparent weakness or obstacle, develop an action plan to validate business models, analyze, monitor, and constantly enhance them. A powerful tool must be defined. Why do business models need to be strong? A business model must first undergo testing for desirability, viability, and feasibility in order to determine whether it is sound enough. That implies desirability. Are your customers interested in your product or service? You must test your presumptions on the problem faced by your customers and the developed solution. You might then develop your plan for acquiring and keeping customers. Feasibility. Is it possible to construct and apply the solution? By testing the technology and resources available, the anticipated activities, and potential partners, you may determine whether the venture is sustainable and lower its risks. Viability. Can you make more money off the solution than you spend? In order to lower potential risks and reveal potential opportunities, you must attempt to estimate the financial components of the solution such as prices, costs, profits, etc. To enable this examination and afterwards evaluate your business model, the appropriate tools and metrics must be in place. There are a few approaches you can use to evaluate your business model. SWOT analysis and the business model canvas. The business model of Alexander Osterwalder and Pigneur, the most well-known business modeling tool in the world, is called Canvas. There are 9 components that together may map every facet of the organization. These foundational elements are market segments, value proposition, distribution channels, customer relationships, revenue streams, key parties, key activities, key resources, and cost structure. A SWOT analysis can be combined with the business model canvas when all 9 blocks have been completed to serve as the foundation for marketing strategy and decision-making. You can evaluate each of the 9 blocks individually with respect to its specific strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, or the entire canvas, with respect to the linkages and implications of the overall image. For a thorough evaluation, you may also do a SWOT analysis of both the specific and overall factors. In order to evaluate each construction block's advantages and disadvantages, as well as its possibilities and risks, you must 1. Use the business model canvas to map the business model. 2. Record a 1 to 10 rating for each block, 1 for very weak and 10 for very strong. 3. Rank every block once more from 1 to 10, 1 for threat level and 10 for opportunity level. 4. The blocks labeled 1 to 5 are vulnerable to threats, and those above 5 are potential advantages or strengths. You will see that all 9 of the building blocks are connected and interconnected after looking at each one in detail. For example, the quantity and quality of your key activities and key resources will affect the size of your cost structure. You must therefore evaluate the business model canvas as a whole, taking into account its general strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to complete an additional SWOT analysis. Therefore, a suitable tool, such as this business model canvas SWOT analysis assessment spreadsheet, is required to ensure the success of both analyses. It has tabs that enable you to analyze the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of your business model, and provides a comprehensive dashboard showing where your business model canvas needs to be improved. The SWOT analysis will also assist in uniting your team and improving everyone's understanding of the company model, which will lead to better strategic outcomes and more successful conversions. 7. Alexander Osterwalder's questions. These 7 inquiries are meant to evaluate the design of your business model. For each question, you must give your business model a performance rating ranging from 0, poor, to 10, outstanding. 1. How expensive or difficult is it for your client to move to the competition? The time, effort, or money your consumer must invest in order to transition from your good or service to one that is similar are known as switching costs. The likelihood that a consumer will switch to a competitor's product or service decreases as these prices rise. Examples include Apple products, iPods, Nespresso machines, video game consoles, razor blades, printers, and toner. Can you increase switching charges without upsetting your customer? 2. How quickly and readily can your business grow? Scalability refers to how quickly and easily your business model may expand without expanding its cost base. Business models that use software and the internet are inherently more scalable. However, compared to business models that would require constant modifications, those that are already set up to handle a spike in client demand will have a distinct edge. Examples include Facebook, Zynga, the company behind Farmville-style video games, Skype, Uber, WhatsApp, and franchising. How can you make your business model or specific components of it more scalable? 3. Can your business plan generate recurring income? When a customer makes a purchase that results in a subsequent transaction, you will get recurring revenues. Subscriptions to newspapers and periodicals are the most well-known example of recurring income. Recurring revenues offer 2 key benefits. The cost of sales is minimal, the revenues are consistent, and you can forecast your future earnings. Red Hat, Microsoft, Kindle, Amazon Prime, printers and ink, and gaming consoles are a few examples. How can you boost recurrent income and perhaps even completely replace transactional income? 4. Do you save money first? The more money the business can make before spending money creating and providing value, the better. In 1990, Dell was the innovator of this business strategy. PCs would typically be produced by PC makers, who would then sell them to shops, where they would sit on the shelves and depreciate. Dell began assembling orders after making direct sales, saving money by not having to spend it all up front, and avoiding the high inventory depreciation costs common in the hardware sector. Examples include Warby Parker, Ministry of Supply, Dell, and Vistaprint. Could you earn more money before you spend it? 5. How much do you get customers or third parties to do the work? For free. Nothing is more effective than hiring people to complete the work while you receive payment. For instance, it is what takes place when IKEA sells furniture and requires its consumers to assemble it, or when Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram allow users to upload material while only serving as a platform. IKEA, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Tupperware, and credit card providers are a few examples. What could you do to persuade people to work more for you? 6. How much does your business model protect you from the competition? You can gain longer-term protection from the competition by having a strong company model. Apple's iPhone is a notable illustration. There might even be smartphones that are superior. However, Apple's healthy economic strategy includes a huge selection of programs in its App Store. Much more difficult to replicate than the brand's technology is this environment. Apple and Amazon Web Services are 2 examples. Could you rethink your business plan to include built-in security? 7. Is your cost structure superior to that of your rivals? Cost-cutting is a common strategy used in business. Nevertheless, creating value based on your cost structure is more profitable whenever it is possible. For instance, Skype can offer calls for free or at a very cheap cost, because Skype is a software company that relies heavily on individuals, whereas a telecom operator requires a sizable infrastructure. Examples include Skype, Red Hat, Bharti Airtel, one of the biggest mobile network operators worldwide, and Nike's Fly Knit footwear. Can you redesign your cost structure rather than just cutting costs? It is important to remember that no business model will ever receive a perfect 10 in every category, even if we must be realistic when evaluating it. You are extremely likely to increase the long-term success of your firm by asking yourself the aforementioned questions and attempting to raise your business model score on at least some of its components. If you found this video helpful, why not check out some more of our business course videos at www.negotiante.ph to learn more about starting, growing, and managing your business more professionally.